I don't know about you guys, but am I the only one that wants to call this thing the Tiger Kerra? I don't know. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the review.
Perfect, perfect, perfect.
What is going on, guys? Hess here. Check out all of my deals that I post on collectivekicks.com if you guys want to see all of the sneaker deals of the week. But today I want to show you guys this shoe right here. This is an Athlete in Progress collection by Virgil Abloh, who is the creator of Off-White. Done a couple collaborations with Nike, known as the 10 originally. And then obviously people were like, oh no, the 10's over. But then we see more Air Force Ones. And then we've seen quite a few different shoes that Virgil is going to be collaborating with Nike on, including this Terra Kiger collection here. But this is a women's only collection, but something that I do like that they did is they added men's sizes to it. So it's obviously geared towards women, but it also is versatile enough that you could use as men's. 11 women's, 9.5 on one, and then I got a 10 on the other one because I just wanted to see which one would fit better. But I'm really confused about the marketing of this because the Tiger Kerra looks, there I go again. Tiger Kerra. The Terra Kiger 5 is actually a trail running shoe, which is interesting because this is a track-inspired collection. I don't really see the correlation between the two. If you guys know, leave a comment in the comment section. To me, it seems like this collection is off. No pun intended. So I looked up Terra Kiger 5 on Nike.com and it says, tough terrain tackler, conquer wet, rocky trails in the Nike Air Zoom Terra Kiger 5. Ultra lightweight Flymesh joins, Nike React foam for a smooth ride. Perforated upper helps keep the moisture out, while a sticky rubber outsole gives multi-directional traction on a variety of different surfaces. But that's on the regular TK5. This is the Off-White version though, and I don't know if they actually used React in the midsole. It feels kind of soft. Maybe it is React actually on this one too. Really, really crazy styling on this. They did a lot of wild and crazy stuff. The first things first, you look at the raw edge tongue, but it's a little different than some of the other ones we've seen. It looks like Swiss cheese. I don't know if you can see it, but there's holes punched through the entire tongue, as well as the back section right here, which does kind of remind you of the box that you see. There's 3 holes on one side, 3 holes on the other side, and even 2 on the back there. So the whole box kind of looks like Swiss cheese as well. Speaking of Swiss cheese though, man, that sounds kind of good actually right now. You have a double laced system, but not like the Sakai joints. This one is much, much more complicated because you have the traditional shoelaces, as you can see right here, and that's kind of the regular lacing, but then you have a really, really interesting look to the shoe. You have fly wire integrated down here, and then you have little rubber grommets or something like that right here. And this one's actually even more pronounced. It's like plastic little loop. And then also you have these neon laces that come across the shoe. And I think that that is actually a pretty rad look. It's such a weird like homebrew look, but it adds a pop to the shoe with the laces. And also something that I found kind of cool is they used flat laces on the bottom and then rope laces on top. And then the neon laces also say shoelaces on them, as well as they're rubber dipped on the ends. So that's kind of cool. And then you do have a different looking hang tag than we've seen in the past. This is actually kind of like a felt covered pool table sort of vibe to the pull tab. And there's no writing on it on either side. I thought that there would have been writing, but there's actually no writing on it. So that's kind of interesting. On the toe box right there, you have a hyperfused felt Nike swoosh. Then you have the registered trademark that's actually massively huge. You have the Nike swoosh on the side that overlays into a bunch of different sections. So you can see it comes up on top here and then comes down and around to the midsection here and then back also. And you do have the little orange tag. So it definitely has that Off-White sort of style to the shoe. There's an orange Nike swoosh right here and then the Nike logo on that side, and just a little bit of a blurb about how this is made for athletes and whatnot. The inside tag right here actually says women's size 11, so they don't have the dual branding for men's and women's on the inside of the shoe. But speaking of the inside, you have this cool Nike swoosh and then the Off-White 2020 logo information down here on the bottom of the shoe. And I can't pull this out for some reason, so I'm not going to. But for those wondering, that's the same print on the paper inside of the box. The materials on the upper have like a nylon material here, here, and here. nappy suede around the piping here, and then around the heel cup as well with the Nike Air branding that is embroidered on. And then you have the Off-White stamp that's kind of sloppily placed all over the back. It obviously doesn't stick on the nappy suede part too much. And then you have a really wild and vibrant Nike swoosh right here that is stitched on like baseball style. But this looks like a plastic foil swoosh that's placed on. I kind of like the look though. It definitely stands out and is a little bit wild looking. But as you rotate your way down to the midsole, this is interesting because it says engineered to the exact specifications of trail runners worn to be wild. I thought this was a track thing though, but this specifically calls it out as a trail shoe. So maybe that is my answer, which is why you have your crazy spikes then. Maybe this is to help with all the trail running that you can do. I mean, I thought based on these weird little like spikes on the bottom that this was going to be a track like spike shoe because that's kind of what it mimics. I don't know if you can pick that up, but it's like neon green, but you have a piping around that's like purplish and black. It almost looks like it's worn in, and you can see even here, right here, there's a little bit of black right here, and then also around this side here. So kind of looks cool, looks like it's worn, but it's not. It's obviously brand new. And then in the middle section right here, it says 004 sticky rubber, and then there's a little sticky rubber plate down the middle of the shoe. So definitely a really interesting looking outsole to the shoe. Not something we've seen a lot of. And just to show you the black and purple pair, since I was actually lucky enough to get both pairs from sneakers, I honestly have no idea how I did it. But black pair, white swoosh right here, and it's definitely a lot more faint in the black suede sections here. And then black on the front. And you see that piping again, it's blue, and then mostly purple on the bottom. I actually really like the way that this one looks as well. The orange tag here on the side, orange on the tongue, and the Nike in black. And then the stitching back here stands out a little bit more with white embroidery and nappy suede on the back here again. Then you do have that metallic swoosh on the side on this one as well. And it does say Off-White for Nike, Kiger, Beaverton, Oregon, USA, C 2019. It's crazy growing up in Beaverton, Oregon and seeing it all over like these hyped up shoes. It's just super bizarre to me, but kind of cool nonetheless. Also, you do have the dual sets of shoelaces, as you can see here. This one's a little bit more tame, but I'm going to pause it right here to see how these things feel on feet because I definitely want to know how crazy these little spikes are. It just seems like, I feel like I just want to cut them off, but I don't know. Let's see. All right, so these things are super crazy on feet. Like, it reminds you of those rubberized, like, squishy ball things with all the little nibby things all over the place, and you're, like, literally walking on one of those. It's a very, very bizarre feeling. It's not a good feeling on feet by any means. It's super, super long and intrusive where you're walking on them, and they kind of all form together, but it's honestly the most bizarre like combination of a shoe. That being said, I don't hate it. It definitely feels like a little bit odd on your feet where you could topple left or right, but it's not that significant of a point where you could like roll your ankle too bad or anything, but it's just weird. I don't know how else to describe it. If you guys have a pair, leave a comment in the comment section and like let other people know what you think. New tires have little extra nibs on them and stuff. Maybe that's kind of what he was going for. Once you wear these down, which probably won't take a ton of time, it won't be that bad. It will just be normal, but I don't understand the point of them. I can't be the only one, but they fit a little bit snug, to be honest. I know it's a women's shoe and supposedly women's shoes are more narrow. 9.5 true to size definitely fits me a little bit too snug. I went up a half a size on one of them. The size 10 fits me personally better than the 9.5 does, but I like to wear my sneakers a lot more loose than probably the average person. All in all, these are just a really interesting collaboration. I really like the colorways of the shoes, and actually the funny thing is I wanted the green ones more than the other two, but I got the other two pairs, which I can't complain about by any means. But out of the three colorways, which ones did you guys like the best? Green, black, or white? I'm actually digging the white pair quite a bit now that I have them in hand because it has just all that neon pop, and maybe it's just the summer vibes that I'm liking all the neon right now, but I definitely like that little extra little hits that this one has. What do you guys think about the Off-White collection from Virgil? Do you think we're going to see more of it? Do you think the hype is going to completely die? It's interesting because the resale on these are actually lower than the resale on the Black Yeezy 350s most recently, and so oddly enough, all the hype was in Virgil's corner. But now the hype is shifting a little bit, and the Yeezy 350s are kind of like the ones everybody's been eyeballing on every single drop. So I love the fact that there's some competition there between Virgil and Kanye, and I like overall everything that's been coming out. So that's a good thing nonetheless. But To be honest though, Travis is definitely the one that's kind of ruling everything right now. But interesting to see where this little hype game takes us in the next year. And as for right now, Virgil's still doing his thing. But that is the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys would like to subscribe for more videos, feel free to do so. Notification bell to be notified of when my videos go live. If you guys would like to give the video a thumbs up, you can do that. It's totally free. And appreciate it when you guys do that. If you guys want to leave comments in the comment section though as well, I always like to see the engagement. And I try to get back there and reply back to you guys. Have a great rest of the day. We will see you guys for some more videos very soon. Peace, guys.